up. Nick. Nick, wake up. Bro. Nick, wake up.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, HighAsDonuts. Yeah, I made another one. Today we're talking about why you and your totally real girlfriend should watch anime. After my last video, I realized something. Not a lot of people I know watch anime, and for good reason, because honestly, it gets pretty damn weird sometimes. But after some brainstorming on where to go after my last video, I also realized that the chances of being an anime fan and having a girlfriend are as astronomically low as finding a shiny Dialga in Spider-Man Miles Morales. And the chances of you getting a girlfriend who watches anime is even lower than the standards of a nursing home swingers party. Let's say hypothetically you want to get your totally real girlfriend into anime, then you should probably show her this video. So without rambling on too much as I lose more watch time, let's get into the video. First off, let me state that anime is not all tentacle porn. But there is a lot of it. Honestly, it's up to you if that's a pro or a con, but that's besides the point. It's a dub for me, though. Anime is just as valid of a way to tell a story as your favorite sitcom or drama. Breaking Bad, for example, is about a chemistry teacher who is dying, so he breaks bad, if you will, and tries to leave as much money left behind for his family as possible by cooking meth.
Jesse, we need to cook.
But Mr. White, I want to play Fortnite, bitch! That is one hell of a story pitch. You see, this story has it all from character development to drama, but we're not here to talk about that normie shit. What if I told you there are anime with mature stories like this that do it better? The first anime I want to talk about is an anime that got me and plenty others in the Western audience hooked. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a story about two brothers in a fucked up world of alchemy. Everything on the surface seems like a peaceful world in a country that's totally not Germany. You have this magic called alchemy that can turn physical matter into other forms of matter. With alchemy, you can turn sand into a wooden chair, you can turn dirt into steel, but you can't bring your mom back from the dead without losing your arm and leg while turning your brother into an empty suit of armor. Have you tried turning her off and back on again? Not cool. As you can tell where I'm going with this, two brothers try to bring their mom back to life through alchemy, and each make sacrifices from their body due to their ignorance on the biggest rule in the world, equivalent exchange. While you could totally turn your childhood swing set into the dopest treehouse in the neighborhood, you can only do that if you give up just as much. You could use a tree to create a sword, but you can't use a twig to create a house. The two brothers, Edward and Alphonse, begin their journey for the one thing to bypass this rule of the universe, which is the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone is kind of like the Konami code of alchemy. You can use it for whatever you want, honestly. It's just an infinite fuel source. They work for the government while meeting some really good people and uncovering conspiracies. The story has it all, from humor to war crimes. Characters make sacrifices and change. Some characters lose it all and kill. Some characters kill to keep from losing it all. There's hints of coming of age as our main characters see how disgusting and dirty the world is under the facade of all the lies and cover-ups. If you can't see where I'm getting at with all of this, what I'm saying is this is a goddamn cartoon. This little animated Japanese cartoon will make you wonder, what is the point of war when you're not killing for yourself but a government who thinks of you as disposable? What's the point of being able to create anything when you can't create a way to save the ones you care about most? This story will make you ponder why the world is as unfair as it is through the adventure of two children with magic. It blows my mind when people say anime is for children when there's stories like this out there. This anime genuinely has the potential to make you tear up, if not straight up cry your eyes out. There are many anime out there that can hit you in the feels, and I'm gonna come back to that point with one of the next anime I talk about. But before I do that, let's talk about the next reason your absolutely totally real girlfriend that no one's actually met before should watch anime. And that's the fights. Anime fights are the shit. For those of you who haven't really watched anime before, anime fights are defined exactly how they sound. A fight in an anime. And faithful viewers' girlfriend, I hear you. You're wondering, what's so cool about fights in a cartoon? To dumb it down the best I can, just imagine every episode of Family Guy had a chicken fight. Two dudes just going at it with every ability at their disposal. Now imagine if these dudes had magic. And now imagine that they might not even be dudes. Now continue imagining that, and imagine they both had honkers the size of State Fair pumpkin contest winners. That is an anime fight. Some are martial artists that use hand-to-hand combat, and some are skinny wizards that are so strong they could mollywop God and he wouldn't even have the courage to be mad about it. You can even have hybrids of the two, where the martial artist can shoot lasers out of his nipples. Demon Slayer is a show about a dude whose family gets killed by a demon and his sister becomes one, so he sets out on a journey to cure her by becoming a samurai. He learns breathing techniques that makes the sword fights look even more appealing than a Tennessee cop who was already irrelevant at the time of writing the script. And dude, you have ninjas and Naruto fighting with fists, jutsu, and Jedi mind tricks like Anakin going through a weeb phase. One Piece is the story of pirates searching for the ultimate treasure while the captain has fruit powers that lets him stretch like Mr. Fantastic taking on the entire staff at a Waffle House. All of these anime have super unique concepts, and all the fights are built off of these premises. Watching anime is almost like playing make-believe as a kid.
I am Quasar, the legendary cyborg samurai cowboy. I brought my magic sword of poking, and I am here to beat you up. Richard.
Yeah, I was a pretty weird kid, and Richard ended up beating my ass all day, but it was fun. Anime kinda reminds me of that, because it carries the appeal of anything can happen. Samurais can fight demons, and ninjas can fight giant mechs, and no one will question it. You know why? Because it's fucking epic. And on the other side of the coin, you have anime with hyperviolence. Maybe you heard your boyfriend ugly cry into a pillow when the game Cyberpunk 2077 dropped. It was the game that made me realize how my parents must have felt growing up, but it actually produced a pretty awesome anime. Picture this. It's the year 2077. The world is run by massive tech corporations like future Walmart competing with cyber Walgreens. Well, everyone has these cybernetic augmentations. Some make you faster, some make you stronger. But no matter what, put too much cyber tech in your body, and you'll lose your sanity and go on a killing spree. Everyone's poor except the blue-collar suits working with these major tech companies. Here's where the edge runners come in. Criminals who kill and steal for a quick buck. Yet somehow, these are the good guys. Well, as good as they can be in Night City. Enough of the dramatic voice, but you get my point. That sounds cool as fuck, and I know your boyfriend wishes you looked like Lucy. This anime actually made me cry. That shit hurted worse than getting jumped by the dude I said looked like a meth head on r/meth. I mean, look at him. Back to the Cyberpoint, Cyberpunk is an insanely dark show. People explode in other ways, and a lot of people die. It's a very emotional story that blows my mind with how attached you get to these characters in 10 episodes, then boom! Exploded. The show is emotional as hell. In the first episode, the main character David loses everything from his mom to his upper-class education. But then he builds a new life as an Edge Runner with a crew as tight as family, so I guess he made out alright. He embraced his life as an Edge Runner, doing jobs and protecting the ones he loves. But unlike a Saturday morning cartoon, sometimes you lose people. Sometimes you lose more people. Characters get trauma, lose loved ones, and it hurts to watch because just how likable they are. You get so invested in these characters, and by the final episode, you're just hoping that somewhere, somehow, someone gets the happy ending they deserve. What I'm trying to get at is, while sometimes anime can be as goofy as a HighAsDonuts video being played at a Weenie Hut Jr., sometimes it can be as serious as Ironhide's death in Transformers Dark of the Moon. You have stories like Nisekoi and the quintessential quintuplets about a wholesome high school love, and then you have stories like Domestic Girlfriend, which is practically What Are You Doing, Stepbro, the anime. You also have anime like Chainsaw Man, where the whole world will kick you while you're down, but sometimes you have to have chainsaws come out of your body and kill demons just to live a decent life. Maybe you're into food, so you watch Food Wars, where the food is so good that girls immediately climax and lose all their clothes. The point is, the world of anime is your oyster, and sometimes you just have to stick your dick in it. What I'm really trying to say is that anime is weird sometimes, but sometimes it's not. You can watch a million different animes, and while there might be Domestic Girlfriend and Food Wars, if you lump them all together, you won't get to experience the really good ones. What I'm trying to say is just give anime a shot because you might like it, and your boyfriend, who isn't imagining you, you're a real person, might really appreciate watching a show with you. Hey guys, thank you for sticking around. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell. I don't know what I'm pointing at. This video was a lot harder than my last one because it was a lot harder not to ramble, and I feel like it was in all sorts of directions. But maybe that's your thing, maybe it's not my thing. We'll see in the next video what I change, what I don't, but I will see you guys there. Peace.